The dog desperately dug through the rubble, its paws worn and bleeding. It had finally helped its owner's family escape the danger of the earthquake, but the rescue team had abandoned it. The dog missed its owner terribly and waited at the doorstep every day, but despite waiting for a long time, it never saw its owner return. So the dog picked up the toy ball its owner had given it and journeyed through a dilapidated bridge, passed through a dense forest, and finally stopped in front of a field. This was the place where the dog and its owner had first met. Therefore, it firmly believed that waiting here would surely bring its owner back. However, the dog also had 3 puppies to take care of. It didn't matter if it went hungry, but the puppies needed to eat. So the dog rummaged through the debris for a long time and finally found some dog food. However, just when the dog wasn't paying attention, a few crows took the opportunity to attack the puppies. The dog rushed over, barking loudly to drive them away. The crows became even more aggressive and even scratched a gash on the dog's head. The dog was fearless and kept jumping up to attack the crows. Seeing that they couldn't beat the dog, the crows had no choice but to fly away. The puppies finally got to eat, but the dog food quickly ran out. So, the dog started looking for food again and finally managed to open the fridge door, but accidentally locked itself inside. The dog struggled desperately and finally got the door open. Luckily, it found a sausage, but there was too little food in the house to sustain them for long. So, the dog decided to hunt the pigeons in front of it. It crept up quietly, ready to pounce, but unfortunately, it missed, and the pigeons flew away. The dog had no choice but to take its puppies and continue searching for food elsewhere. Although life was hard, the dog never gave up hope. Every day, it would take the toy ball and keep watch in the field on time. Although it never saw its owner return, it always firmly believed that its owner would definitely come back. One day, it started pouring rain, but the dog still insisted on going to the field. It didn't want to miss any chance of reuniting with its owner. Just as it was crossing a wooden bridge with its puppies, another earthquake struck, and the bridge surface suddenly collapsed. The dog and its children unfortunately fell off the bridge. They were lucky to be unharmed. The dog quickly rescued its little ones onto the shore one by one, and seeing them safe and sound, it finally breathed a sigh of relief. Soon after, the earthquake crisis was lifted, and the owner's family finally returned. The girl excitedly ran back home but didn't see the dog, so she searched everywhere, calling out the dog's name, but there was no response. The girl suddenly thought of something and hurried to the field, but when she got there, she still couldn't find the dog and completely broke down. Just then, a familiar figure suddenly appeared in the distance. It was the dog. Although it was filthy and exhausted, its eyes shone with a glimmer of light when it saw the girl. The girl's heart shattered seeing the dog in this state. The dog had sacrificed so much for this day that it no longer had the strength to bark, only letting out a faint, pitiful whimper. That sound instantly brought the girl to tears. She rushed over excitedly and hugged the dog tightly, calling its name over and over. The dog quietly leaned on the girl's shoulder, and happy tears silently streamed down. Follow me for more exciting stories to come.